Here are the things that you typically get in training. You fast forward through those slides, and you fast forward through the video, you answer the 10 questions at the end, and bam, you finished OSHA for that year. I'm gonna tell you the stuff they're not telling you.
My name is Karen. I have been doing OSHA and infection control training and compliance around the country. So we're gonna have fun doing something that you guys do every single year. All right, good deal. What do you think was the 3-phrase question I asked them? It started off with,
Help me understand.
help me understand.
My training is designed to protect the patient, empower the employee, and inspire the practice.
I want this to be light. I want this to be airy. I want this to be edutainment for you, educating and entertaining at the same time. Help me understand why we're putting these things in the toaster oven. Watch them as they cooked their foot files and their toenail clippers in the same toaster oven that Tammy uses for her bagels every single morning.
Really enjoyed Karen's presentation. It was fun, it was formative, it was nothing any of us expected today.
You can do training anywhere. If my ultimate goal is to make sure that that practice feels comfortable at the end of our time together, then I've done my job.
You're giving me the gift of your time. That is something you cannot get back. I want to make it worth your while.
She's enthusiastic about what she does, and she was extremely inviting and entertaining for us, and informative.
Then there's the mock inspection, where I kind of walk around the practice and I look at it from the perspective of an inspector. When I come in and do a mock inspection for an office, I'm looking at chemical hazards, I'm looking at physical hazards, there's slip, trip, and fall hazards. I'm looking to see, do you have a written workplace violence protocol? From a risk and liability standpoint, it makes sense to be doing some of this stuff, even if OSHA weren't around. And I'm not just looking at infection control standards, I'm looking up at your ceiling tiles and your air vents. I'm looking down at your flooring and your electrical wires. So I'm looking at everything.
And I love that you guys test your water.
Because the whole goal is to prevent biofilm.
It makes you question, like, are we up to speed and following all the standards that we can be?
We rely on our assistants and hygienists to know what they're doing. And sometimes it's institutional legacy misinformation that's being passed down. As soon as you say, well, it's not mandatory, so we just kind of do some of it, not all of it, you've opened up the door for that attorney to attack. I also look at it from a compliance standpoint of the FDA, the EPA, the local health department. So it's so much more than just OSHA and CDC. You're gonna go back with a lot of homework. I'm so sorry, but this is stuff we're supposed to be doing. And this is where I think trainers fail you. My ideal client would be people who see the value in their employees, that they're not check off the box employees. So why are we giving them check off the box training? We don't want to cite you. Sometimes we don't know what we're supposed to be doing, which is why we do these courses, why we do these trainings. At the end of the day, I hope that people walk away with that part. You don't have to do it all, you don't have to know it all. There are people out there that are gonna make your lives easier.